we're almost there.
Yes, we're almost connected to the Demicon channel. We get to see our friends there. Oh, this will be wonderful.
Oh, welcome to the House of Fogg, creative mayhem where science and creativity crashes together to make mayhem.
I am Phineas Fogg, the great inventor.
And I'm Mrs. Vivian Fogg. I put up with him.
This is true. This is true. Let me see if I can connect in here. All right. Did I get something in the mail today?
Yes, you did. You got a lovely birthday card from your brother.
Oh, my brother. He knows. My birthday isn't for another month. He's just trying to irritate me. What was that?
I don't know. There seems to be something wrong with the channel.
Here. Let's see if I can fix it.
It looks like a bird.
No, I think it's more like a duck.
A duck? Well, it's possible. But he looks familiar.
Oh. Is that McCrackers?
I have taken over the House of Fogg show. I'm McCrackers Bar Sinister. Challenge you, Mr. Fogg, to a code duel. Figure out this code or your show is mine forever. Here's your code. You have 1 hour.
Oh, code. Lovely. I think we're going to do coding today. Either that or we're going to put together a phonograph player with like a box, a plate, a paper clip, a spring, and a kind of a bracket. I think that would be exciting too. But I think codes might be better today.
Dear?
Yes?
Why are all the evil villains challenging you to duels?
Oh, it might have something to do with me winning the scientific award at a scientific convention in the Bahamas.
Scientific? Wasn't that your mad scientist convention?
Yes. I met all sorts of wonderful people with unusual contraptions, but mine won first prize. It upset a lot of people.
It looks like it even upset mechanical birds.
Oh, it's odd, a bird being this far north. Oh, well. Oh, shall we get down to cracking the code?
Yes, we shall.
Oh, I better sign us off. Back to our own channel for a bit. Oh, hey, I have a did you know?
Oh.
Did you know the Caesar cipher was used by the Roman soldiers at the time of Julius Caesar? They would use them to pass notes from one part of the realm to the other. They had a huge realm to cover, and they didn't want anyone reading their secret writing, so they used the Caesar cipher in order to code it, encrypt it, so other people could read it. And there were special little devices they would have, little trundles, so they could decode them wherever they were.
But wasn't everybody illiterate? I mean, they couldn't really read.
That's a very good point. A major portion of the population couldn't read at that point, but those who did could be very dangerous, and the soldiers often collected taxes. So it became a very good thing to know if you are a merchant, if the soldiers were about to arrive in your city, so they would try and pay people to get secret information, like getting messages from their notes.
There's always money involved when that happens.
This is true. This is true. My award, too. Here, let's try something else.
All right.
Phineas Fogg here. I'm going to show you how to make a Roman cipher cylinder. Now, for this, you're going to need a sheet of paper, or heavy paper, a pen, scissors, tape, and a can. And what you're going to do to start with, take your pen, and we're just going to do the alphabet all the way across the top of the paper. So you want to do it across the long way of the paper. Now you want to make sure that the foot of each letter is about the same. So if you want, you can use a block and roll the block along, but you can also just eyeball it. So I'm going to just eyeball it. I've got one there. I usually mess up my first one. The foot of the letter is the amount of space between each one, so including the letter itself. So that's each one of those foot. So you always want them to be about the same. So that's not bad. I can always cut off the end. That's a little scrunchy back there, but we'll deal with it. Let's do another one. I really like doing ciphers, so I always get excited and mess up my first two. Okay, that one's a little better. So I like that one a little better. So I'm going to do one more underneath. I'm going to ignore my first one there. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, Z. Then what you're going to do is you're going to cut them out into strips. So you want to have 2 strips. So there's my finished product there. I'm going to have 2 strips. So use your scissors and carefully cut down your alphabet into 2 strips. And you want to try and make sure that they line up. So that's how you're going to use your cylinder. So here are my 2 strips. They actually look pretty close. Now you want to trim off the edges so it has the same footer as everyone else. And then we're going to tape it around. Now, how I usually do my tape, grab my tape here, is I'm going to slide it underneath my letter, and then I will go all the way around and connect it. So I get just about the right footer to it. That's not bad. So there you go. So you want to have 2 of those. But once you get 2, you just put them around your can. So I could take my one and put it around my can here. Want to make sure you have a wide enough can. And then to do your cipher, what you do is you tape down one and you line up the other one, and you decide for this cipher, well, okay, for this cipher, F is going to be A. So I would go through my note, and any F's would become any G's would become B, any H's would become C, any I's would become D, and just go all through the rest of them. And I would translate my note from one note to another. Like if I wanted to say hi, hi would be normally H-I. And in my cipher, it would be C-D. Or me, let me see, me would be M-E, but in the cipher, it would be H-Z. Now, you refer to Roman ciphers by the number of letters you're going to be off. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5 cipher or a 5 Roman cipher. So quite such interesting. So you just pass a note like that as an HZ, and then your friend would have to get his cipher machine out, and he would translate it into ME. Quite fascinating stuff. And I think this is exactly what the parrot did to me. So I'm going to take a couple of chances here and use my cipher cylinder here and try to figure out exactly what he said.
Are we closer on the code?
Closer. Oh, wait. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Using simple Caesar cipher in Canard, Catan, Kadesh. No, I don't think that's quite it. No. It's all right.
Well, did you know that codes don't always have to be numbers and doodads? It actually could be another language.
Oh, yes, like the Navajo code talkers.
Yes.
Yes, during World War II, they used the Navajo language as part of their encryption process. One Navajo would encrypt it on one end, and the other would decrypt it on the other. The trick was the Navajo language was not known very much outside of North America, so the Axis forces, even if they could decrypt it, didn't know what it said.
Oh, wow.
Worked amazingly well.
If you want to know more, just look on the internet and they have a whole website about them.
Yes, the Navajo Code Walkers website is fabulous if you ever get a chance to take a look at it. All right, better get back to code cracking.
Hello, Mrs. Vivian Grace Fogg here. I thought while Mr. Fogg was trying to figure out the code that McCracker sent him that I would teach you how to do a code machine. This is a great way to send secret messages between your siblings or your friends or even your parents. So, to do this, I have the supplies in front of me that you will need. All of them you should be able to get at home right now. So, let's begin. First off, you need something that you can make circles with. I've picked this glass that in just a great size, perfect size for the code machine. A pen or pencil to make a circle around the glass. Some paper clips. This is what we have in the house. There is a little doodad that you can stick through and just open up. We don't have those. And I can't remember what they're called. So we are using paper clips. A marker. Scissors. A straight edge. And cardstock or tag board. You need at least 2 pieces for this to work. So, let us begin.
All right, let's get started. So, you have your glass circle that you need. It can be any circular object to create the circle. You'll pick your place on one piece of the cardstock or the tag board. You can use pencil or pen, and you're going to go around to make your circle. Let me show you what the pen does. All right. You have your full circles. Now, next part, use your scissors. Okay. After cutting out your 4 pieces, this is where you're going to use your straight edge and your marker. And because I do not want to get marker on my tablecloth, put something underneath because you are going over the edges. All right, we are figuring out where the center of your dial is. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to guess it's about there. All right, this is where you use your straight edge. You're just going to go straight across using that dot. One across. Now you're going to turn it so it's straight on, and then you're going to try to do another straight edge. Straight across. So you'll have a kind of a X on your piece. Now we're going to do another line. And one more line. To have your dial. Now you do this on 3 of the dials. But the last one's a little different. Last one, you only need to know where the circle is in the middle and do 1 line. And presto. So we will get to why we're doing this. So I did one of them to begin with, so you could see what's going to happen. So on the first dial, you are going to do the alphabet starting from A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So we're going to go to dial number 2. What's after H? H, I. You getting the idea? All right, one more. Let's do this one really quick. And that last one, that was 2 pieces, Y and Z. So that's what you need with those dials. All right. Next piece, we can put this away for now. We're going to take a new piece of paper. And we are going to connect our dials. 1. Oh, we got to do the next dial. 2, 3, 4. Now the way I did it, because this is what I have in the house, there are other things you can use, but this is what you have right now. You use what you can. That's what makes it an adventure. What you're going to do is push through that middle piece, like that one is. You got that hole figured out? Then you figure out where you want to put the dial. So I'm going to put the dial right there. I'm going to put that through there. And then put that down, and then I will bend this so I can move it. All right. We will attach all of those that way. If you need help, ask your parents. So you have 4 dials. And I'm going to bend this one real quick. So next, you're going to pull out your marker again. And wherever there's a space around the first dial, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh dear, I gotta move this so I can get an idea. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm gonna go over here and start where I've ended with. So 8, 9. 25, 26. And there you have your code machine. So how do you use the code machine now that you have it? So the key to using your code machine is the dot. I've picked the B with the dot. It doesn't have to be the B, and I picked the 1 for the dot, but you have to have 1 dot on your wheel and 1 dot off with one of the numbers. And this is done on every one. So we have 12 and M, we have 13, 20 and R, and then we have Z with 26. So what word should we, oh, it must be McCracker. All right. The key to the code machine is the first letter or number is how many spaces you move it. So I want to move it 2 spaces. So moving it, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Move it again, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Move it again, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Move it again, 1, 2. So even if you had, I had picked like 9, you continue all the way around and you leave it back at 1 over here. So you keep on moving on whatever number that is. So now we're going to figure out the letter code. And to do that, you figure out where M is. So M over here is with 14. I'm going to put a comma beside it. C is a 4. Over here, we got another C, 4. We have an R, which is, let's see, where is R? Oops, I went the wrong way. You got to go up. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. There we go. R is 22. C. A is 2. C is 4. E is 4, sorry. K, if I get to K, is 12. E is 6. And R, of course, is 22 because we had it before. So you have your letter key. So you could just send this as the code and they could try to redo your writing. If you had more letters, like you would put a space and then continue on. To add another level is you resent your code machine. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Oh, it's already started. And now you have your code for your letters. Remember, the first one, though, does not pertain to this. It pertains to how many spaces. So A, B, so 2 would be a B. Now we go into the code. So 14 is an O. 4 is an E. We got another E. 22 is an X. 2 is a C. 4 is an E. 12 is an M. 6 is a G. And 22 is an X. And there is your code machine. Decorate how you want to. Have fun. Oh, it's about time to check on Mr. Fogg and how he's doing on his code. This could be going quite well, or we might be getting another interesting message. Good luck.
Wait, I've got it this time. Kexis Nafolanga Me. No, I don't think that's it either. Okay, I'll work on it.
Well, did you know that codes don't always have to be numbers or letters? They can be symbols.
That's right. They can be symbols as well. So you don't have to do a code just with numbers and letters. They can be symbols. They can also be things like Braille. Braille is actually a coding system. There's also coding systems where you take a book and you cut out just the letters that you want to send someone in a book, and then you send them the template and they know which book to lay it over.
Oh.
Another type of code system.
There's also the Morse code, which are dots and dashes, but it was actually a light code, wasn't that?
Yes, it was used by lighthouses originally and then adapted when they started getting the telegraph. Yes, excellent. Oh, I better get back to work. All right, I think I have it this time. While we were taking a break from trying to figure out the code, we have some lovely books that you can read to find out more about secret codes and deciphering and encrypting them.
Okay. One that I have is The Secret Code, written by Dana Minchin-Rao, illustrated by Barry Wisman.
Another one is King and Kayla and the Case of the Secret Code, written by
Dory Hillstad Butler and illustrated by Nancy Myers.
Thank you, dear. And we also have Samantha Spinner and the Super Secret Plans by Russell Gins.
And what's so special about these books that if you, you on YouTube? We're on YouTube?
Yes. If you're on YouTube, you're watching us during the first few days in May,
Go to our Discord channel and answer this question.
What would you send as your first secret code, and who would you send it to?
Oh, those are 2 questions, but that's lovely.
Oh, yes, true. You can combine them together. We will draw randomly and send something to you in order to get your address, and we will send you one of these lovely books.
There's actually 2 of these. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Best of luck. If you're seeing this afterwards, you can get most of these books in your local library.
And they are wonderful.
Yep. Very good. I think I've got it. Your brother is smarter than you. Your brother is smarter than you. Who is a boss sinister, really? Oh, such things. Oh.
He might have broke the code, but I think the bird won this time.
I broke the code. I won.
So, have you figured the code out?
Why, Mr. McCrackers, you're back already and it's not even been an hour.
Of course I didn't wait a full hour. I'm evil.
Oh, we broke the code.
Yes. Your brother is smarter than you. Huh. He is not.
It's okay, dear.
Curses! Foiled again! I would have gotten away with it too, if not for you and your code-breaking skills. Yeah, tell that frog I'm gunning for him.
All right. Well, finally, we need to connect in with the Demicon channel. But thank you very much for joining us today about codes. Next time, we've got something very special for you. I'm going to show you how to scribble on the walls with pieces of string and common gardening tools in order to make great mosaic patterns. It will be fabulous.
Next time we're going to be discussing art.
That would be good too. Catch you next time. Ta-ta.
Goodbye from the House of Fogg. Creative mayhem.
Go have a nice cup of tea.